Good morning, everyone. I have no shame. I'm just gonna videotape just as is. I actually threw on this little flannel because I'm still wearing like my tank top that I sleep in, right? So I was thinking to myself, I can't do that, but I got some unboxing to do, and I really need to get in this box, and I really wanted to share it with you guys. I think the other day, was it 2 days ago? I did some unboxing over the weekend. Because I'm getting boxes, I have a lot of things that I currently need. And one of the things was of sensitive material. And, I actually decided not to open that. I had said I'll come back and open that, but really I decided not to. And, truthfully, I think that that particular item was of private nature to Mark and I. And it's everybody's choice. It has something to do with, putting together your a living will, basically. And it was just the final binder that came, and I thought, that's not something I need to open up in front of you guys. But I thought I would share what it was, because it's important to do as we age, and not easy to do, that's for sure, but it's important to do. So anyways, I opened that up this morning because I need to take it and secure it in my office and in a lock safe that's big enough to hold it, right? So anyways, I have another box. I have a couple other boxes, but I'm going to open this one first because actually I really need to get in there. And I can't even lift it up on the table. It's too big. And just getting it into the house from the garage, because I had them shipped to work. And I've been storing some things at work for a while, and I really need this now. And so just taking it in from the garage here was really tough. Let's see, what are we doing? It's Wednesday morning, midweek for everybody. Some people had off on Martin Luther King Day, like Mark, and some people, like me, did not. So it just feels like a regular work week to me. No savings there. I think, because I know there's been times that, we take a lot of little mini trips and we're off on that Monday or we're off on a Friday, and going back to work for the 4 days somehow makes the week seem longer, doesn't it? So sometimes just having that 5 days on the job is okay. And, I go out and I play some tennis tonight, and that, well, at times I think in the morning, how am I going to make it there? Because lately, I used to never be able to play at 6 o'clock at night. I could never get out of the office that fast. But I've learned how to delegate and hire more people to do the work instead of me just trying to, and another worker trying to juggle a million things. And it's really working out, because on days like this, I can plan the earlier part of my week and the latter part of my week. And with the assistance of the people that are working for me, I can plan to get out of the office by 5:45 and get to that tennis court. And I know how important that tennis is for me, because stress level's high, and it truly, as exhausted as I may feel, thinking I'm never going to be able to just not make it, but also not make it. Physically, I always make it, and I get through it. And sometimes I'm not playing my best because I'm tired, but I always have fun. I get with my girlfriends and we laugh a lot, and that's super fun, So I don't know what kind of exercise you do. Maybe it's not your favorite thing, and I get that. It really wasn't for a long time for me, but I had to find something I really loved, and I went back to something I loved as a kid, and it really worked. All right, so let's get to it so I don't make a 10, 15-minute video. Well, it's going to be a 10-minute video for sure. The skinny knife, the little knife. And, shoot, it is going to be a 10-minute video. Last time I spoke, a couple days ago, I didn't mention that trip that we took, and when we got to visit Skinny Mitch and Tom, and it was truly special. It was the highlight of my trip, and that was my birthday trip where we go out to a casino and spa. And man, I'm not kidding around. Mitch is such a great person, such a good soul. And Tom, I absolutely loved him. So, Mitch, I always give a shout out to Mitch when I'm doing my little baby knife, because he always recognizes it, right? And, such good people. There's a connection there for sure. And I look forward to going back, hopefully sometime this year, and saying hello. I needed to say that because I forgot to talk about it, because it had been some time, but I really enjoyed that. It really was the highlight of my trip. So back to the box. I'm gonna try not to come out of camera too much, but you know it ain't easy, man. So I should have opened it up before I came on camera. You know, I think I know I mention all the time about my weight and about, always, folks, there was a time, that I was a skinny mini, right, back in the old days. And then, I ended up, Mark and I, we got sober, this year we'll be celebrating 22 years. And, through those first years, of quitting, drinking and using, something happened and my body had to adjust to that, and it really gained a lot of weight. And truthfully, I wasn't sitting there with a banana split in front of my face every day, but I don't know why, but my metabolism changed. I was entering my 40s because we got sober in our late 30s, and everything it was like this collide of things. And since I, once I realized I have to lose that weight, and, I did lose quite a bit of it. I lost, God, 60 pounds, really. But I still always struggle with it. It's just a constant battle. And of course, the older I got, the harder it became. We weigh, ever since Mark's HA, the heart attack, we ourselves every day, and I keep a binder in the kitchen. And when I first started that binder, I went through the binder and I had pages where I wrote inspirational messages to both of us, because I've been dieting for so long now. Now, let's see, if it's 2022, and I started that diet in 2003. Well, that's a long time, right? So I know the struggle. It's difficult to stay focused. It's difficult to stay motivated. You have to try and give yourself a treat now and then. And I know how hard this was going to be for Mark. I think that I cried. Of course, I cried because Mark had it, and then I was so grateful that he stayed through it. But really, I knew how hard it was going to be for Mark to stay on a no salt, fairly healthy diet. Oh gosh. Anyways, in the book of the weights that we log every day, I wrote these inspirational messages, and one of them that I wrote, and it happens to be, here we are, coming up on almost 2 years. So that book's been around, that binder's long, because I, use columns. And it had said, and this was back in the end of December, we came up on this page, and it said, keep on trying. I know, it's hard. Don't give up. And if you haven't ate fish yet, if you haven't made fish, because I'm really terrible at making seafood, fish, you need to make it. And if you haven't bought an air fryer yet, you need to buy one, because you can have things that most of the time, if they're fried in oil, are going to be unhealthy, and the air fryer enables it to stay in a healthy spot, that you feel like you're having a really neat treat, or like fries, or maybe even fried chicken in an air fryer. You can use panko, and it will end up tasting like it's fried, but it's air fried. So anyways, I've been wanting to do this for a long time, and so we did. We said, that's it, let's listen to our message, and maybe I can actually cook some fish in the air fryer, right? So I bought one, or we bought one, and we decided to go with the Power XL. It's a bigger unit. We researched a lot of them, and we decided to go for that Power XL, and here's the instructions. And it's a unit that is so big, I can't even really lift it out of here to show you. I'll be honest. And oh yeah, I knew it was going to be big. And we're not. My kitchen. This is a small house. This kitchen isn't going to have it. But if I use it, we have I'm going to turn you this way. See that table in there, right over there. That table, we don't really eat at that table. That table is mostly for decoration, but also because my cat loves that table, right? But we eat here on this table in front of the TV, because it's a table that lifts and has chairs. I'm sitting on it now, and then we can watch TV while we're eating dinner. So that table has a plug underneath it, and I thought, Mark and I both thought, we know this is big, but if we use it, we can put it on like a cutting board, or hey, we could just probably put it on the table, just because it needs to stay some feet again from the wall. Anyways, long story long, one of the reasons I opened this box is because it comes with some booklets, and while the booklets are very small, because it made it look like they were real cookbooks, like, right? It's okay. I will give me enough of what I need to maybe shop. I want to make a a pot roast, something in there that I can, you know, use fresh vegetables. That's what the Power XL looks like. It is tall. You know, I'd like to say how tall, but I believe it's 15 inches high, and that's a tall unit. I believe if I looked at that, I was like, wow, that's barely going to get underneath my counter. But I knew the width of it would definitely not work for me. So, you know, here it is, and then this is why I just opened the box, because it comes with some cheat, you know, like favorite food recipes, and on the front is fried chicken, of course. And then comes with a dehydration, because it's got a dehydrator in there. And if you do dehydration correctly, you know, you can eat fruit without a bunch of sugar. A lot of people, you buy it from the store, it's got tons of sugar in it. And of course, when you dehydrate vegetables, they're going to naturally get sugar in them. But there's a way to do things like that. See, they're showing sun-dried tomatoes, because you can dehydrate tomatoes. I'd like to do something like that. But mostly, you know, and here's the rotisserie book. So I thought, hey, maybe I can do like a pot roast, set it on the rotisserie, and you know, make some vegetables, something different, because I know we eat, I'm just going to say it, a shit ton of chicken and vegetables. And, you know, I have one of my girlfriends makes me jasmine rice, and a lot of it so I can get through the whole week, because she knows I'm really busy. And, you know, we measure out the cups. We have a scale to measure out the chicken and different vegetables. And I like broccoli, Mark likes green beans. And, you know, it gets, and I use low sodium gravy to try and jazz it up a little bit. It gets boring. You know, I know Mark's struggling. It's boring. I could eat a lot of the same thing all the time. It just doesn't bother me, as long as I guess that I've dieted so long. I'm just tired of trying to try new things. But him, I get it. So, anyways, we're gonna try this. And when we get it set up, maybe what I'll do is I'll take another video once we get our first setup on the table, or wherever we decide to try our first meal. And, you know, we'll do a little video regarding how we use it, what we decided to make in it first. Of course, we should be using fish first, right? But, of course, I chose some meat. That's crazy. But I will cook fish in that thing. I'm telling you, I will find my way through the fish world of cooking, just to give Mark something else that he can eat. Because, you know, we don't like we're not big we don't like salmon. It's white fish. Got to be like, you know, fish fillets or something, except for homemade fish fillets. All right, that's what I got for you today. Thanks for being a subscriber. Hit the like button. I see all your hellos, and really, hello back. Always, I'm thinking about you guys when I do these, and I'm always, you know, please, your husband, wives, mates, partners, say hello to them too. You know, Mark and I are always like that for you guys. Peace out. You know, have a great day. Don't make other plans. Have a great day.